We're in the middle of NFL training camp, and we want to see highlights from everywhere.
Yeah.
We want to see what's going on. And there's only one way to get from one camp to the next, AJ, especially in this here United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Davis, buy some dirt underneath some railroad tracks because we're hopping on the training camp train. Let's make some stops at all the places that'll have stories developing. First one, Kansas City. As Patrick Mahomes and the defending back-to-back Super Bowl champions are going off without a hitch. Seemingly everything is great. We got double throwbacks happening with Kadarius Toney. They're asking him to catch the ball twice before the ball is thrown by him to Xavier Worthy down the field. The Chiefs are back on their bullshit, looking to go for 3 in a row for the first time in NFL history. Are they even better? What?
Uh-oh.
Training camp train, hop back on. Let's get to the great state of Minnesota as J.J. McCarthy, who's potentially the future of the Minnesota Vikings, drops a dime down the field. People are saying he had to wait for it. Nah, he's just playing it off so damn good. Let's go to Oxnard. No fans, no passion from Micah. What's going on?
Hands to the face as well.
Yeah, definitely cheating, and one-on-ones are nowhere near a way to tell if a guy's in shape or playing good football or not. But things are not going well for the Dallas Cowboys. Will they be able to piece it all together for one last hurrah, this squad? Ooh. We shall see. Back on the train we go to Indianapolis, as A.D. Mitchell has been unguardable, unstoppable, and every single ball has been very catchable. Absolute dog. Let's go to Seattle. Oh, no, that's Bobo.
Oh.
Diving fingertip catch with a Guardian on top of his helmet. Looking like a dog, catching like a dog. Geno Smith is back for another year, and DK Metcalf is still playing football for the Seattle Seahawks, making absurd catches. Is this Seattle Seahawks offense going to get back to number 1 in the league like they were 2 years ago?
Maybe.
We shall see. Let's go to Pittsburgh. Speaking of offense, Justin Fields drops a dime to George Pickens. Now we're hearing that Justin Fields is playing great. We're hearing Russell Wilson's coming back. What will that story be on the offensive side? We shall see. Green Bay, Wisconsin, the richest man in NFL history, throws up a prayer. Big time catch by
Romeo Dobbs.
It was obviously one half of the young crew alongside Christian, and then you got
Luke Musgrave
making one-handed back shoulder catches. The Packers seemingly swimmingly just great. Puka Nacua, give me that. An Odell Beckham-like grab, jumps up, snags one hand. Matthew Stafford, new deal, a lot of new money. Speaking of new deal, new money, Caleb Williams, new man in Chicago. Dart in training camp. Things are coming out all aces for the Chicago Bears, seemingly. DJ Moore gets $110 million, $102 guaranteed. Are the Bears a team in the NFC North?
Maybe.
Hop back on the train. Let's go to New England. Joe Milton, quarterback out of Tennessee, can do a backflip.
Yeah.
How about it?
That's cool.
Let's get back on the train. More training camp footage coming out of Carolina. Xavier Leggett, Northern South Carolina. Dog. He is also not the only talented individual that has joined the Panthers over the last couple of years. Bryce Young, remember, we all forgot about him. He kind of dresses like a high schooler going to camp, but he still can spin that thing. And they protect him, put him in a situation where he could be worthy of that number 1 pick. We shall see. Let's go to Los Angeles. Our most entertaining camp by far. One-on-ones against Derwin James.
Don't love that crossing route one-on-ones.
Lab McConkey?
Lab McConkey ran an 85-yard route. Derwin James couldn't keep up with him. Justin Herbert threw a strike, though. Speaking of strikes, what the hell's going on between Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers?
Uh-oh.
These guys get on the same page or what? What's going on with the New York Jets?
Not good.
It's supposed to be a year, and all of a sudden we can't see eye to eye on anything, seemingly. This is good conversations to be having in training camp. Obviously, don't want to have these during the season. Let's have these now. We'll get on the same damn page. But obviously, that's going to be a lot of drama. The training camp train rolls on. Boys, just like the last time we hopped on that train and we hopped off of it, I asked you guys, what's your favorite stop of the train that we just took? AJ, we'll start with you, pal. What's your favorite stop that we took on that incredible training camp train, and why?
Well, I mean, I think we all know, like, there's so many things surrounding the Dallas Cowboys. You see that clip, Micah Parsons doing one-on-ones. First off, the media will grade these one-on-ones and tell you how many they won, how many they lost, and players actually sometimes pay attention to it, which I hate because it's called practice for a reason. You're supposed to fail. You're supposed to try things that you want to implement into your game that you might use when it actually matters. Now, Doga, great rep here. Here you go. Hands to face, 15-yarder. We know that will most likely get called, but it's a good rep, I guess. But the more, like, to me, like, look at the stands. That seriously worries me. I know all the fans are blaming Jerry. I've seen the tweets like, oh, hey, we're with the players. We love the players. We don't like what Jerry in the front office is doing. So all you can do is go out there and win games and hope to get them back.
I heard some people say, we're with Big Mike.
Yeah,
give Big Mike a new deal. I heard a couple people, fans, say they weren't going to go because Big Mike didn't have a new deal. How about you, Ty Schmidt? Which stop did you appreciate the most?
Not to be a homer, but I think it's the Packers actually. Jordan Love's out there now. So I mean, it was nice seeing Sean Clifford getting all the first team reps, but Jordan Love, and then also Jair Alexander said, like Rodgers said it a couple years ago when Romeo Doubs was a rookie about how good he could be, his work ethic, how much of a pro he already was, and that's kind of what everyone has been saying is like, hey, the sky's the limit is for this guy just because he works so hard, he's looked great, he has a good rapport with Jordan Love. It's easy to forget how young this team is, but like all the guys that Jordan Love's going to be thrown to are either in their first or second year, which is huge. So just him getting out there, getting all the reps, and we haven't seen anything from the defense yet, but a lot of people are saying, hey, the difference between the defense now and last year with Jeff Hafley being the defensive coordinator, super aggressive. So I'm very, very excited that everything's kind of back to normal at Packers camp.
We heard the choo-choo coming into Green Bay. We
Absolutely.
knew you were going to get pretty excited and do what you do.
Absolutely.
We knew that. Jordy Nelson hopped on the train back in town this weekend as well.
Love that.
OG's coming back around.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, talking to, maybe giving some game to some of the younger guys. I mean, that never hurts, does it? One of the greatest receivers of all time.
And right there, he was answering a question about how to round up a cow if that son of a bitch is getting too out of control.
That's right.
He'll run that thing down. Doesn't need a horse.
No.
Doesn't need a four-wheeler.
Nope.
You remember this guy used to run go routes past everybody. They used to call him White Lightning.
That's
right.
He said if Wonder Bread passes you, that's a problem. And then they realize he's running by everybody.
Weapon.
And you should see what the cows say about this son of a bitch. The cow. Now listen, there's been plenty of DB meetings that have revolved around, let's not lose to the white guy. Okay? Can't be getting smoked by the white guy. And then those meetings quickly changed to, hey, this ain't your average white guy.
Yeah, bingo.
Right?
That's
Pretty
Jordan
accurate,
Nelson.
pretty dead on.
That was exactly what it was. Hey, this farming fuck, cannot be the guy that be, and then a year passes and they're like, hey, listen.
This guy's really good.
This farming fuck is He was able to play forever, too, seemingly. Had a great report. He's back in Green Bay. That's good news. Love that they've been able to do what they do. And once again, I was completely wrong about the train that stopped by Gutekunst's house a couple years back. Seemingly the right guy for the gig. Can't wait to see what he does forever, because that's the type of job you get in Green Bay. If you do your job well, you can have it for 50 years.
Yeah.
And then you can potentially move into the president role, right, AJ? I don't know enough about it, but that's like legitimately possible, right?
Oh, yeah. If you're great at what you do, they want to keep you around. Absolutely.
Yeah, because owners are normally the ones who like get sick and move. Like, we want this, we want to do this. They have like a group, so it's like, hey, if this is working, let's just stick with this. And what a job to have in that town that I was there, last week?
Yeah.
It's awesome, dude. That felt like it felt like I went into a movie.
Camp, seeing camp takes me back to just being there and feeling like the atmosphere of camp. It's crazy. Every single day is like a game day atmosphere.
You go into like a movie. It was like a movie set.
You're going back in time. You're going back in time with people that are super nice, that all they want to do is support the team. Like, a lot of training camps, you might hear a lot of negative stuff every once in a while yelled out. At Green Bay camp, I don't think that's happened.
Dude, I saw, it was awesome. 2 people walking their dogs. One had Green Bay Packers on sidewalk. There's actual sidewalk there, obviously on street as we're driving through there. 2 people walking dogs. Okay, I'm at stop sign. 2 people walking dogs. Green Bay Packers hat on one of them. Green Bay Packers shirt on the other one. Walk by, high-fived. Just kept walking.
That's awesome.
I was like,
Football
yes,
time.
Yep.
this feels so good. And then you turn around the corner, and you got the most historic stadium on earth right there.
Yeah.
And then we were at the
Rest center.
rest center right around there, and it's like, this is a movie. It was literally like a movie. I guess I was there like the first day of training camp, so it's like, probably
Magnified.
a lie. But I hope they continue to be great. And Jordan Love, seemingly the guy. Let's hop back on that train. Which stop did you enjoy, D-Bud?
You know what, L.A. I think Jim Harbaugh is going to be one of the most entertaining interviews, press conferences all season long. When I look at teams, I start with the head coach and the quarterback. Obviously, I love what Justin Herbert has been doing. Got banged up last year. Went and drafted Joe Alt up front, so they're going to build an offensive line. Going to run revamped running back room. Big bust Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins over there. Hopefully he can bounce back and be healthy. Wide receiver room, very suspect. Obviously, we know Quentin Johnston has been dropped down to the second team. But Ladd McConkey's been a dog all year long. Josh Palmer probably be there, wide receiver 1 going into it. And Jesse Mentor on the other side, a defensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, replacing what they had last year. And it was terrible on that back. And we watched his defense, Michigan's defense in college, obviously, the last 2 games of the season, do great things, very well disciplined. So I'm interested to see how they turn around. Year 1, I'm already expecting a playoff appearance. Probably a playoff win.
Jeez.
Year 2, 3, I mean, I'm expecting the title.
Well, if they can stay healthy, obviously, that is everybody's story. But if they can stay healthy at key positions, I feel like in my life, after watching Harbaugh coach now at numerous places, just as football fan, like he's going to figure it out.
Yep.
And he's going to do it in his own way, too. Like completely different than anybody else. If they stay healthy, you got to assume they're going to be in it. That's how he feels, and that's how they're going to go. But if they get any injuries, this is Coach Harbaugh's response for the rest of the year, we're told.
And I'm really a better writer than I am talker, in my opinion, so I'll just read it for you. You are too. So for clarity, whenever I'm asked about anybody's medical condition other than my own, the following will be my best effort to relay information. I am not medically qualified to categorize or speculate as to how someone else is feeling. The best I can do is say that someone is working through something. 2, I get the report from those who are qualified and then follow the instructions. 3, if at times I look or sound like I am not a medical expert in the field of medicine, guilty as charged.
All right, thanks, guys.
That is a smart man right there.
They might win it all this year.
Oh, God.
What a weapon.
He's got a Hall of Fame resume and everything.
Yeah.
So he's already going into the Hall of Fame college ball. He's going to go into Hall of Fame probably for the NFL for the success he already had with San Francisco.
Colts Ring of Honor.
And Colts Ring of Honor. I mean, it's like, so he's already in Hall. So it's like Belichick. When Belichick does his shit, it's like, yeah, he can do that. He's Bill Belichick. Harbaugh, it's like we've all just accepted. Harbaugh's allowed to do whatever the hell he wants.
Yep.
He can flip tires if he wants. If he wants to show up shirtless, if he wants to have cleats on, if he wants to take a rep in a fucking game this year,
Go ahead.
let him out there and let him do it.
Yeah.
I love that he just said, just for precedent here, okay, this is going to be my answer anytime I am asked. And then he ends it. If there's ever a time where I look like I am not a medical expert in the field of medicine, and then he wrote, guilty as charged. And then just, what if he were hard out at the end of that? What a man.